I'm tired, Lord Jesus. Mm-mm. Technical difficulties, people. Technical difficulties. Come on back in. Come on back in. Come on back in. I'm waiting on him to pop back up, you guys. He said he was finished, but he's gonna come and just finish what he was saying. I think he was having some problems with his phone. So yeah, just waiting on him to pop back up, and then I'm gonna go. Hopefully, I'll just keep it on the computer, and I'll just check it out on my thing. Okay. I don't know if it was bad service or
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I guess waiting on people to come in. I'm waiting on the people to come in. Yeah. So that was a nice discussion about everything. So um once you get everything situated,
Yeah.
you know, I probably need to see if anybody live because I don't know if I should have I don't know what I did. I ended up just tapping out. Right? So I don't know what happened. To be honest with you, because I was trying to switch over to see if I can get you to hear me on here. So you can give them some time to come
Yeah,
on.
I couldn't even hear you.
You couldn't hear me because whatever. I think it's your like when you started moving your phone, I could hear it like make a like a clicking noise, and then you went back muted. So,
Right.
but that's a good idea. I think it's a great idea. Serious people do serious things, and they'll put all the BS aside. Welcome back, Luke, and everybody, y'all. Trials and tribulation. Yeah, we do have those.
That wasn't
I
nothing
love
but the devil.
your name. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me tell you something. Yeah, but see, you have to show the demonic spirit. I will not give in, and that's what I do. I don't let people talk, hurt me or discourage me, or I'm not gonna tuck my tail between my leg and run because somebody has something negative to say, because I'm in it for the right reason. So when I say they're gonna throw everything at you, even the kitchen sink, they're gonna do that. So at the
Right.
same time, you just have to have your be strong, you know,
Right.
in it. So hopefully, hopefully we'll get them to come on back in. I don't know if somebody else is live because I normally check and see who's live. I try not to interfere. Some people don't care, but I try not to interfere in the thing. But let me see if I can find a picture of a Western Union
Uh-huh.
thing to put up here. Um, Matter of fact, we can show the Western Union how to do the Western Union thing. while we waiting on them.
Okay.
So and I'll let y'all have this. I was trying to listen so I can, because I was like, I don't hear anybody talking.
What
So
was the
I'm,
last thing you heard me say?
I have to go back and see you that, because I was like, wait a minute, I don't hear no, because we was in the restroom and I was cutting my fiance hair, like tapering it down, so we in there grooming up. I was like, I don't hear nobody, I don't hear no voices. So I was like, let me run back in here, like, because I'm all over the place, I'm back and forth from everywhere. So let me
Right.
see if I can find it. So that's why I said, you take over. You can take over. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna find that so we can put that on there. Can you see? Let me see who's on now. Yeah, so we can put that on there. Can you see? Let me see who's on. Everybody probably done gave up. It's 10:03. I don't know what time it is up there.
The same time as you.
Oh, okay. So let me find the Western. If I say as easy as 1, 2, 3, I think that's the name of it, right? Because I can't see worth a damn.
Yeah.
Let me see. My eyes being these screens all day is like it messed with my vision, so I try not to look at them so much. Let me see. I think an easy way to days of our lives. But whenever you want to come on, you can just put it on there, announce it on your Facebook page or whatever. Um, you're welcome to come on. So we're gonna always have technical difficulties, but we're not gonna let that. Oh, I'm looking on live. I'm sorry. I'm looking instead of the uploads. I'm looking on live. I'm like, I know I got it. So just be a little patient when we have some coming on back in. So you can go ahead and start talking to them while I'm looking this up for you.
Okay. Yeah, I was just basically saying, like, I just don't get understand how people could come back 25, 30 years and say something had happened 25, 30 years ago. And in a way, that's like somebody robbed me and robbed me at gunpoint. And I wait 25, 30 years later, come back and say, I got robbed and it was him that did it. Or uh, an ex girlfriend of mine,
Hey, Arissa.
busted out my car windows, slashed my tires, keyed up my car, and I wait 25, 30 years later, come back and say, she did it. I feel comfortable now coming back to saying that she did it because her boyfriend made a report. Her current boyfriend made a report said that she did it to him. So now I feel comfortable with saying, yeah, she did it. And I want to press charges 25, 30 years later.
Okay. So you want me to put the screen up now? Hi, Miss Arissa. Where you at,
Yeah.
ma'am? Where you at, Miss Arissa? I hope things are going well with you. Where am I? Okay, I'm in the studio. Let me go in my studio. Let me blow this back up and push play. Blessed weekend to everyone. I hope your weekend is going great, and I hope you are relaxing, enjoying yourself. And I am the one that I try my best to look into things to make it easier for the supporters. I have so many like Robert Sylvester Kelly supporters, calling me concerning on money for Robert. And this is an easy way to send him some money quick, fast, in a hurry. Um, Online, or you can go to Western Union and give them the information down below. Federal Bureau of Prisoners. The address is P.O. Box 474701. That's in Illinois. So you make sure you put all of that information down. The code city is always FBOPD.
DC. You go in, you push pay inmate when you see the bar, and you push pay inmate, and once you push that, it's going to take you into another screen. It's going to ask you the facility. You're going to push Federal Bureau of Prison. So that's the one that you will push. When you're doing it online, you don't have to um, do all the address and stuff like that. Once you push Federal Bureau of Prison, it's going to automatically give you that prison. So you just put in the inmate's first name, middle name, and last name, his inmate number, and that's his inmate ID. So this is it right here. They're gonna ask you how you want to pay, and it's only debit or credit card from what I saw on here. So I chose debit card, and it's going to. You have a choice where not a choice, but it's gonna show you a fee like urgent. And so you're gonna push that as well. You have to push choose delivery service. So you push that. You have to push it. That's the only service they have to choose anyway. So you still have to push it in order to go to the next step. So unless the money will be sent to 09627003 Kelly. And so once you push urgent, the fee is $8.95. I guess it depends on the amount that you're sending. You're gonna push continue, um, and it'll take you to the next step, and that's when you add in your credit card information. Make sure your address is put on there correct. You're going to check those both boxes on there. You read an agreements. You um, not work doing this on another person. You're gonna push confirm. It's gonna take you into the next step, and once you put your credit card information in, it's gonna tell you the money is on the way, the receipt, the tracking number, so you can keep track of it. I'm gonna get an email. Once I get the email, I'm gonna go to and I'm gonna just do go to a fax machine and just do a copy of that, and I'm gonna let Robert know I sent him this towards his defense fund, and right above, keep your head up, we're fighting for you, we're here for you, and just that way he can have something keep a track on that as well. So this is how it's going to look at the end. It's going to tell you the receiver's detail, federal rules available August 1st immediately. He will get that within 15 minutes. He will receive it within 15 minutes. So since I'm laying in bed on bed rest, I'm like, okay, let me do it this way, and let me just break it down and show this. I know a lot of supporters want to help. At this point, to when I'm listening to Greenberg, to me, it seems like they are in needing of the defense fund helping. Not in those words, but they, for me to watch and hear what Greenberg said, I felt like um, they're in need of defense fund to help. My opinion, I feel like last year everything should have been already, put together, and this should have been like a run through. If you would have dismissed the corona deal, and the coronavirus actually saved a lot of people in certain situations. It's a bad thing, but in some ways it was a hail mary to some. So this so they can go ahead and try to get everything he needs. Forensic scientists. So they can get people to do analysis on things. Doctors. Just so many different things that they would need. For this, which should have been done last year, but I'm not going to try to put down their terms because we don't know the situation. It might be a money situation that's holding them back from getting everything that they need. Because yes, their attorneys need to be paid, so I'm pretty sure they have their money. They have to get paid, and so they need extra money, to bring in all these specialists, professionals, and
Well, I'm gonna pause there and let you go ahead and take over. That's the information on there. And let me see, how do we do this? Nope. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how I get myself out of here. Okay. Okay. Solo layout. Okay. There we go. See, there we
Okay.
go. That's all. That's all I was trying to figure that out. I'm like, okay. But can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna push mute and I'm gonna go back upstairs. I'm gonna have the phone upstairs on live on YouTube and I'm listening in. So there you go. He's back, you guys. He is back. Let
Yes,
me
I'm
see.
back.
Oh Lord, how the hell this gonna work? I'm trying to do solo. Okay, okay. I guess we're gonna have to do it like that. But they can always go back and look at the information and stuff like that. That Lolo. But there you go. Go on, do your thing. You know,
Yeah.
just just say TVD when you're ready. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, like Texas Breakdown was just playing for Kell's little commissary, how to send the money to his commissary. It's very urgent that he needs the money. Uh, it cuts out the middleman. It cuts out the middleman and it goes strictly to Kellz. He can direct the money however way he feels it should go. If he wants to give it to such and such, he'll give it to such and such. It's he could get do things with the money, as far as like paying for forensics, um, private investigators, new lawyers, additional lawyers or whatever, uh, to put on a team, and it's all going to go to a good cause if we can each put towards $100 each, like 1,000 to 2,000 of us, uh, give give him $100, then collectively all together we would have donated 100,000 to $200,000. Hopefully we can get more on board with that, because the more the better. Um, but at least 1,000 or 2,000 people. Um, yeah, and you can send the money through Western Union or MoneyGram. It works. Make sure you put in for Federal Bureau of Prisons. Even when he change over to New York, if he happens to change over to New York within the next couple of days or whatever, I don't know when they gonna transfer him over. But his inmate number will still be the same, and the address is still Federal Bureaus of Prisons for the to wire the money. So regardless, it's still gonna be the same way. Um, yeah, but I'm sorry, I was the sound had went out in the last video. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, the devil is busy. I guess he didn't want me to say what I was trying to say, but yeah, but I was basically saying, um, if I just don't see how somebody could come back 25, 30 years later and come back and say something happened 25, 30 years ago and try to push charges on it. Um, I just don't see how that works, because it's just like me getting robbed. For instance, for example, me getting robbed at gunpoint, and I come back 25, 30 years later talking about, yeah, I got robbed 25, 30 years ago, and it was him that did it. I was in a relationship with a girl 25, 30 years ago or whatever, and she busted out my car windows. She sliced my tires, keyed up my car. And now I feel comfortable with coming out 25, 30 years later because her current boyfriend is going through the same thing or whatever. So now I want to add charges to that young lady for saying, for doing what she did to me 25, 30 years later. I mean, 25, 30 years ago or whatever. I just don't see how all of that add up. It don't make any sense at all. But, and I was also saying that dealing with this bribery thing in New York, if they believe that Kellz and Leah married, then where are the charges for Demetrius Smith? Where are the charges for the government official that did that, that allowed it to go through? Where are the charges for the person? Because to my knowledge, you need a birth certificate to get married. Where the charges at the person that did the fake birth certificate, if it was a fake birth certificate? Where are the charges for the person that did the fake ID? Where are these charges for all this? Where are the charges for the person that did the ceremony? You know? And I just don't understand how he's the only person that's being charged. I don't understand it. Because in order for him to have bribed somebody, there had to be somebody to take the money. If what they saying is true. But it's not true. Because they ain't gonna bring up any other charges on anybody else. Because it's not true. They ain't gonna bring up charges on the parents for having a child to get $250,000 in a settlement with Susan Loggins. They ain't gonna bring up charges on the parents that allowed their daughter to go missing 4 years in a row. 4 years in a row. No police reports, no missed person reports. They won't bring any charges on these people because what they saying really don't have any true value to it. If it had true value to it, then charge everybody that they saying that was a part of this enterprise thing that they talking about as an enterprise in the New York federal indictment. With bus drivers, bodyguards, runners, all of this stuff that they saying was a part of the enterprise, and they saying that they have supposedly has seen this stuff go down. If it is true, you as an adult, how come you didn't report it? If it's true, I'm just poking holes into all of this piece by piece. Like everything in this indictment, New York, Chicago, Illinois State, federal, even Minnesota, they all got like some missing parts to it. Like it just stuff ain't adding up. I'm just trying to I'm tired of 2 plus 2 equaling out to 5 or 22. I'm tired of it. I want to get back to making 2 plus 2 equals 4. I just want to bring some common sense to this. Like Kellz said, use your common sense. And with the parent, you can't tell me that your 14, 15, 16-year-old daughter settled for a lawsuit dealing with Susan Loggins for $250,000, and you as a parent not know that your 14, 15-year-old daughter have just got $250,000 from a lawsuit. How do kids get lawsuits money and the parent not get the money? You get the money on the child behalf. If my 7-year-old daughter was to go outside or whatever and get hit by a car and survive, and there is a lawsuit, how my child going to do a lawsuit and I not know? Feel me? As a parent, something ain't right. Something ain't right. I'm just trying to make sense of it all. This stuff ain't adding up. And as a parent, how your daughter gonna go missing, so you say, missing for 4 years and no type of missing person report, no type of police report, nothing. All you can do is show up on a Lifetime TV series. And throw rocks at a building window. And you say you knew before you even thought to throw rocks at the building window, you knew no one was in there. No one wasn't in there. Yeah, Rita, some people just don't have common sense. Some people don't. And how is it that they say Kellz and Aaliyah got married and Kellz and Aaliyah's signature is nowhere to be found on that certificate, their license? You can't find their signature on it. All you see is their name printed out. No signature. And I think I was saying in the last live also that with Miss Pace situation, so Dale McDavid had access to the money, right? He was paying people out. And when Miss Pace did her lawsuit, Dale McDavid was paying her money because he was in control of the money. When Daryl McDavid got let go, why is it that her money stopped? And then when her money stopped coming in, that's when she want to come out and say these things. Miss Pace. And for her to go into a trial with a fake ID, and the fake ID says she's 18, and the sheriff, and she shows the sheriff the fake ID to get into the trial. How is it that they expect Kellz to know the difference from the fake ID and the real one when the sheriff didn't know? The people, the reporters that interviewed her and for the newspaper articles did not know? But she showed them the fake ID too. Because in the article it says she's 18 with ID to prove it. I'm just speechless about this whole situation. Just certain things just don't make sense. It ain't adding up. It's not adding up one bit. at all. Um, yeah, but support the rallies. Um, Chicago rallies and the New York rally. The New York rally I got uh, August 6th and August 7th. August 6th, I will be going from the Fort Greene Park straight to the federal court building. That's that Friday. And then August 7th, I'm going from Sony Music straight to Lifetime TV. And we're going to give them a piece of our minds. I'm open to a lot of the help. If you feel like you want to help me, then I'm open to it. I'm not going to push your help away. Um, anything, I'm open to anything. Any different ideas or different activities after the protest that we can do. Uh, I'm really open to, and we're gonna get this done. I'm asking everybody to just ignore the drama, let the drama go, let that go. You know, it's time to get focused, get back on the main task at hand. While we all here, what we all here for, and that's for due process rights of Robert Sylvester Kelly, R. Kelly. It's the fourth quarter. It's crunch time. This is the moment that we've been waiting for, and it's finally have arrived. August 9th, trial start in New York. If they don't push it back, but it's time to get back focused. Time to get serious. Serious.
Daddy Lolo.
Yes. Yes.
I came downstairs to tell you talking a little louder.
Okay.
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't hear you. I don't know if the music is overpowering your voice.
And basically, like focusing on R. Kelly. Let's let go of the drama. Let's put the drama behind us and get back to being focused. Um, yeah. In New York, August 6th and 7th. And let's support all the rallies. Chicago, and I'm hosting my own in New York. So if anybody got any ideas about things we could do after the protests in New York, then I'm open to it. I'm open to the help. Need flyers. We need flyers to promote it. Need that done, and flyers to pass out as we marching. Yeah. And that's that. Just mainly, let's get focused and send send your money to Kellz commissary. If we can get 1,000 to 2,000 people to send $100 each to his commissary, that will equal out to $100,000 to $200,000 from his fans and supporters, so that he can be able to have a chance, a fighting chance, uh, with his case, be able to pay for like forensics, private investigators, additional lawyers, things of that nature, things of that nature. And because right now the government like has his hands tied behind his back, like he don't really have a chance. They froze his money, and the money he gets coming in, Sony picks it up. I mean, not Sony. Um, the um, company for the company for that had his studio in houses and things like that. They get money because he had lost a lawsuit by default. I think they get like 1.5 million or 4.5 million, something like that. And then he lost a lawsuit to Heather Williams for 4.5 million as well by default because he didn't have the proper attorneys to fight his civil case for him because he didn't have the money and whatnot. Um, I think that's um, they trying to fight for the judge to get to reverse it. They um, and then also there's another lawsuit going on as well from the sheriff with in Mississippi or whatever. There's another lawsuit going on there. Just lawsuits coming in, lawsuits, and he ain't pretty much got the lawyers to fight it, fight it off at the moment. So he can be able to pay for some additional attorneys to take care of it. Yeah, just lawsuits. Everybody just trying to get money at the moment. Hopefully, when this is all settled and all over with, and he can try to get all of this reversed and go back after his money, and he can then go after his masters because this is pretty much about his masters. You know, they owe him $1 billion, and when he tried to go after it, that's when all of this came about. Yeah, so it's all gonna be it's it's all gonna be all right. Yeah, and then I need some brochures and stuff for flyers for pass out to the people at the protests, so people can pass them out as we're marching. I need to get a lot of copies of them done. Yeah, but keep him in your prayers. This God thing and God time. Keep them in your prayers. Yeah, faith without works is dead. Gotta put in work. Gotta put in work. Any questions? Let's see. COVID-19 broke. Yeah. Um, Lolo, you should be the new face for Kellz. I mean, that's a big task to take on. All I can do is just be, continue to do what I'm doing. And just continue to do what I'm doing. Be myself. Can you see a smile for Kelly? You talking about my smile? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you love my smile. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I really do. So yeah, guys, we're gonna get back to being focused. Let's get back to being focused. Let the drama go, and let's keep Kellz in our prayers, and let's get back to the main task at hand for the reason why we're here. Hello, Spitting Fire. How are you? Um, it's very important that this New York protest be drama free. Like I really don't want any type of drama attached to it. You know, and people came to me saying that Lolo, you should throw your own protests, because a lot of people realize that you ain't with the drama. So I decided to do this, and then they said a lot of people wasn't showing up to the protests as well because there was so much drama being attached to it from previous protests. So so Hopefully this time, by not being no drama and attached to it, a lot of those people will come out now. Um, Spitting Fire, get in touch with Sylvia. Yeah, so August 6th, Fort Greene Park to the federal court building that Friday. Somebody could come up with something, help me come up with something to do afterwards for the entertainment value. Maybe we could do skating, bowling, whatever. Um, and August 7th, going from Sony Records, um, letting him know about his masters, give him his masters. He want his masters. He want his money. Give him his money. He worked over $1 billion. Let him know how wrong they was doing with uh, with those contracts, bad contract signings, and how they do a lot of the black artists. Uh, just let them know, and then we're gonna go from Sony straight to Lifetime TV. Let them know how we feel about how they did the documentary. It was all one sided. Um, smear campaign. Um, the how the producer of the series, according to Tim Savage, out of his own mouth, according to him, he said that Tamara Simmons, who's the producer of that, knew that a lot of these people were lying that went on it, and she couldn't do nothing because they put too much money into it. Now, this is coming from Tim Savage himself, out of his own mouth, something that he said. And we just want to know, why is that? Why continue to put it out there if you knew, according to Tim Savage, that himself, that the producers knew that some of the people were lying? Yes, Anita Baker going after her masters too. She went so far to say, don't even buy my music, don't stream my music until I get my masters. They do these black artists dirty. They do. Michael Jackson got his masters and was trying to go after his master, one or the other, and he ended up dead. Prince tried to do the same thing. Prince ended up dead. Whitney Houston tried to do the same thing. Whitney Houston ended up dead. Even with let's go back to the old days. Way back when. Sam Cooke ended up dead. It's It's crazy. It's a cold, dirty industry. And the guy uh, that tried to kill Kellz in prison, he said he did it because the government told him to do it. But he was very unsuccessful. Thank by the grace of God, very unsuccessful with getting that accomplished. He said he did it because the government told him to do it. You know, there's things is crazy, and Kellz knew what was at hand. He knew what was about to take place, somewhat. Because if you go back to his Gayle King interview, he said out of his own mouth, "I gave y'all 30 years of my life, and y'all trying to kill me." Just just crazy. Just need all this to make sense. And he needs his money from Sony. They owe him $1 billion, over $1 billion. And trying to go after it. And when you try to go after it, all of this came about. And we here now. We're here. They should have let Kellz. You said they should have let Kellz fight him 1-on-1, Chicago style. Yeah, then he had to try to get Kellz while Kellz is asleep. That's how much of a coward he was. Mm, yeah, people better. You said people better make up their minds to stay on the Lord God's side. It is war out here. Only God Almighty can help us. And Robert Kelly, this is no joke. Indeed, I agree. Amen to that. Amen to that. And Sylvia, hopefully you can make the New York protest August 6th and August 7th. I decided to go the same route we did August 6th, the same route we did when we was in New York before, from Fort Greene Park to the federal courthouse on the Friday, August 6th, and then Saturday, August 7th. Sony Music to Lifetime TV network. And then I'm just open to things to do in New York after we get done protesting. Okay, God willing, you will be there. Thank goodness. Thank God. Texas Blood Diamond. What you miss? I think they came in and said that Spitting Fire won something. I guess, through Sylvia. Yep. Marie, is he okay? Kellz okay? He's okay. He just dealing with a lot of stress. It's stressful right now. It's been stressful being in that environment. Stressful what he going through. Um, but he's not giving up. He's not giving in. He's continued to fight. Um, and that says a lot. And when y'all write Kellz those letters, you know, continue to inspire him and let him know, give him that positive energy. Try to keep the negative away from him because he's already dealing with a lot. Um, just so that he can continue to have a positive mind of being strong mentally, emotionally, and physically to go through this battle, this war, spiritually. Lift him up spiritually. Um, that does a lot when you all write them and motivate them. They can do a lot for anybody that you write that's in prison, that's going through, hard times and tough times. It says a lot when people, when they see people outside, on the outside, is still got love for them, still let them know that, people got their back, people pulling for them, stay strong, hang in there. Let them know that Kellz know, like, how much his music has affected y'all lives. Just keep a positive, real positive energy. Sometimes he will write people back. Sometimes he won't. But he gets all your letters, the letters that they give him from the people. Yes. Marie said God loves him. Yes. Yes, God loves him. God loves you too. God loves everybody. Keep praying for Kellz. Then somebody asked me about earlier, in the previous live, about doing shirts for the protests, shirts and hats. They gave out that idea. I'm open to it. I guess I try to see how to get it all done because I'm new to this. I'll try to see how to get it all done with everything. If people really want, you know, to have a certain hat for unity, but the main thing is to, as long as you there, just come. If you got a shirt or hat or Kellz, you can make on your own, whatever. It don't matter. Just you got just plain white shirt. As long as you there, as long as you there. Hopefully, everybody can come out now, since they saying that they wasn't able to come out before because there was a lot of drama attached to things previously, and they see that I'm not attached to. I don't try to attach myself to any of the drama, and they wanted me to lead the protest. So hopefully it's a lot more, because it do have its toll on me. It does have an effect, and it takes its toll on me when we went from a lot of people showing up in July. I think it was like 70, 80, 90 people, something like that. It was a lot of people in July. A lot, tons of people. And in each month, I noticed that it just kept getting shorter and shorter and shorter. So maybe this time around, we can trend upwards and get back by us getting back to focus all together. Not just me, um, with everybody. Hopefully, everybody can just get back to focus, and everything will trend back in the positive direction to all involved. Okay, Brooklyn for Kellz, you will be there. Okay, cool. Can't wait to meet you. Looking forward to meeting everybody. This is gonna be big. I would like for it to be big. I want it to have so much meaning to it behind it. Even with chats, the chants or whatever. If you got some good ideas with the chants, uh, submit those to me by way of Facebook, or Twitter, or Instagram. You can submit those to me if you have any good ideas of chants. This time around in chants, the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it with no profanity, no cussing involved. I know sometimes it could be hard, but this time around, I don't want the profanity in the chants come August. I can't speak for anyone else's protest, what they may lead. All I can do is control my type of environment in New York. And there's going to be some hecklers in New York, because it's like a sports team. Chicago is like you on your home court or whatever, and the crowd mostly cheer you as you're walking by. In New York, it's tough. It can become very hostile, but if we stay professional, stay focused while we walk in the streets of New York, just let stuff go through one end after the other, as long as nobody ain't touching you, putting their hands on you, or anything like that, then it's all good. You gotta stay professional because you never know who's who. You know, maybe calling somebody out their name that's heckling you or whatever, and it turns out that person could be related uh, to somebody that's going to be a juror on the case in New York, and they end up telling, let's say, like they dad or whatever, they dad is the juror in New York. Like when they was passing me by in New York, they called me all out my name. Kellz supporters, yes, Kellz supporters did that. And you never know how people may take that out. So let's just be wise. And then like for the Chicago protests, um it may be like one or two that does that, hecklers, but mostly Chicago don't really get no hecklers. It's like a home field advantage in Chicago. New York, not so quite. Because that's all we trying to do is just change the narrative. Um, just as much as they knew that eventually um, Kellz would be charged, because it was all in the plan. It was all a setup. The setup is real. Beforehand, they knew. So they came out with the lifetime thing to reach out to potential jurors to have people turn against Kellz. And then they came out with another one when he got locked up. Yeah, because so that tells me right there, like, yeah, they really, really trying to reach potential jurors to have them go into court beforehand, before they get chosen, with the mindset, uh, he's guilty until proven innocent. All I'm trying to do is have the jurors, potential jurors, I don't know who's going to be a juror. So I say potential juror. Anybody could be the juror. I'm just trying to have them to go into there and just be fair, and impartial, like they supposed to do. Call it down the line, call it down the middle. He deserves his due process rights. Part of his due process rights is he is to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And as far as like reasonable doubt, looking at how everything went, now that time has gone by, you got to review a lot of things. Looking at how everything went, dealing with some of these people that's the Jane Does or whatever, there is reasonable doubt with all of their stories. Like there's holes in different stories in each one. So maybe that's why we're gonna go to trial, and everything now will become exposed. We're gonna find out. And then another thing I don't get is when they say some people say that some of them was telling the truth, some of them was telling a lie, and I say if there is any truth to it, then why does the truth need help from a lie? The truth can stand on its own. It don't need no help from a lie. If you say some of them was telling the truth, some of them was telling lies. Yes, people's minds are slowly changing. Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah, I noticed that too. Like dealing with a lot of the social media stuff. I see a lot of people now coming out on Kell's side, and those were some of the people that was against him after this documentary. Now that they seen it all playing out, because the more you let them talk, the more a lot of stuff just don't add up, and you begin to see it. But this time around, with him being in custody, they can't they can't say that he paid anybody else. They can't say he threatened anyone, because he was in their custody. Um, Skylight said, "No, I want to fight, be ghetto, and say people names." Nah, let's be professional this time around. Okay, Rita said they all use Robert Kelly to their advantage. But woe to all, God say vengeance is of the Lord, and he will repay. Amen to that. I agree. Hey, Lady Earth B, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. So, anybody got any ideas of what things we could do for entertainment in New York, Brooklyn for Kellz? Okay, I see you. Are you from Brooklyn, or your name just Brooklyn? Yeah, I was wondering, like, anybody got any type of ideas we could do in New York after the protest for entertainment, or as a group, or should we just go our separate way and be on our own, and group up with different ones, you know? And also, I'm letting everybody know the dates for New York ahead of time. Now it's like when I had let it be known, it was like 112 days ahead of time, so everybody could like prepare if they want to come. They could save their money and things of that nature. You know, then like I noticed that a lot of times in the previous protests, A lot of things wasn't said about the protests until like 3 months. I mean, 3 weeks or a month ahead of time about the next date for the protest. So a lot of people didn't have enough time to save money for that either. So now I'm letting people know, like over 100 days ahead of time about the New York one. And by being on 6th and 7th, uh, trial started on the 9th of August. And by me having a protest on August 6th and 7th, then uh, maybe you could stick around for the trial to be at trial if you want to attend trial, get the chance to see opening statements, opening arguments, or whatever on that Monday or whatever. Yeah, we gonna be all right. Um, I guess that's about it. I'm about to call it a night. Um, I guess I done covered all areas. Yeah, but again, everybody stay focused, stay positive. Let go of the drama. Let's get back to the main task at hand. Let's get back to the main task at hand. Um, Kellz, R. Kelly, R. Kelly, R. Kelly, Robert Kelly, Robert Kelly, Robert Kelly. Get back to the main task at hand. Keep praying. Keep writing. Uh, donate to his commissary through Western Union, MoneyGram. Spread the word. See if you can get more people on board. And I appreciate it. TBD, thank you for opening up your platform. I see you back.
You're welcome. I heard you when you said I think I'm about tap you about to tap out.
Yeah.
I was listening and stuff and but I can't find my jeans. I got stuff everywhere. My fiance is mad as hell. He said I'm going to bed. I can't even get my stuff ready because you got stuff all over the place. Your stuff all over my stuff. I done took over both rooms. He mad as hell. Oh Lord. I'm like, dang, I can't even find my jeans. But you did a great live. I want everybody to put those hearts up for Daddy Lolo. He just is calm and gentle, the compassion and and the will and and just want to do it in a calm way and everybody come together and do something for a greater cause and just show people that we can get together and unite for a greater cause without all the drama and stuff like that. And I always say when you go and focus on what you went there for, things will go great. Um,
Yeah.
with me, when I went to Chicago, I spent a lot of money, like over $2,100, probably more. And I'm like, I know what I came there for, and I just want to do what I came there for. I was like, I don't want to waste my money, and so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be paying attention to this person, who they talking to, what they doing, and stuff like that. I came there for one reason and one reason only, and then I decided to break loose and do something with my kids while we were there, because we never been to Chicago, like hanging out. I drove through there, but we had a great time, when you leave the drama alone and stuff like that. And especially when you're spending your money, there's no need to spend your hard earned money to go for some drama. We see that every day on YouTube, on TV, on the news, so just go. And also, before I leave, before you get off, I think it'll be a great idea. It's called the buddy system.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might wants to go, and if they know somebody on here, if they go, and if this person only can afford to just say to get a room, um, but can't and get a plane ticket, but they can't afford to like eat.
Right.
You just a buddy system. Like, girl, I got you. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, stuff like that. Um, I think that'll be great, so you can get more people on board. Because some people probably like, oh, I can come, but I can't afford a room. But if some people real tight with each other,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, they can probably buddy up.
Yeah. Buddy
Like
up.
you
Get
would
it.
do on a cruise ship. Because sometimes you in a room with somebody you don't even freaking know.
Yeah.
I ended up in a room with somebody I didn't know, but I wasn't even in the room, so I know she enjoyed herself because I partied all damn day and night. I was not even in there unless I went to take a shower, put on me some more clothes, and I was all over the ship. I knew everybody by the time I got off this ship, because I'm that, type of person. But it'll work out. Like
Yeah.
I said, um, I'm not gonna make any promises, but I know my calendar. But I'm gonna see what I can do, but I'm not gonna make any promises.
I
The people
understand.
the people that I wanted to come with me, um, I know their kids got to go back to school, so we'll see.
When does school start back down there?
Um, the people in like Arkansas and Louisiana, I know they start. I think in the beginning of August. So
Oh,
that
okay.
that's when they start school shopping at the end of July and the beginning of August, and things like that. So hopefully, I can get them on board, and I'm gonna try to get in touch with this a friend of mine that I know in New York. She lives in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Um, she's done shoes, design shoes for Snoop Dogg, some of everybody. You guys, Nate Dogg, you name it, and I'm gonna see what I can get her to come up with if she's able to do so. She had a lot of stuff going on in her family with this COVID, the death, and everything. So I didn't want to bother her, but I'm gonna just um, see if I can get her to point y'all in the right direction or come up with something to entertain y'all. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk to her and I'll talk to some more people that I know there and see what we can do, for Robert's supporters, you know. So y'all go out there, make sure y'all, have each other back, and um, I know y'all do well. I know y'all will. I'm gonna say we because I might pop up on you guys.
Yeah.
That's good. So okay, Skylight. You see, she said she might sponsor someone from my channel. Okay, that's good. So y'all make sure y'all haven't subscribed. Do so, and for Skylight and all the other bloggers that's in this fight for the right, and and things like that. So I'll do my best to try to do whatever I can, Daddy Lolo, to help you guys, even if it's behind the scenes.
Much
I don't.
appreciated.
I will. My word is my bond.
Yeah. And I know
My
your
word,
heart is right.
yeah, my word is my bond. So, especially if I can't be there, at least I can do a lot of things behind the scene to make it easier um, for y'all. So I'll do that. So you guys, so I'll let Daddy Lolo end it with his word, and I'm gonna go up here and see if I can butter up somebody because they bad. I done took all their time and room up, and I'm gonna go. I just ordered some brand new jeans, and I'm about to tear this whole house down because they just disappeared on me.
Yeah. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in into this Daddy Lolo takeover night. I appreciate all the love that you guys been showing me. I appreciate everything that you all been doing for on behalf of Kellz. Um, thank y'all. I love you. Peace.
Peace out, yo. Time to go to bed. It's almost midnight.
Good night.
Peace out. Y'all have a great one. Thank you, Daddy Lolo.
You're welcome.